On today's merger, we are talking about Survivor 50, Episode 1. I'm Ethan.
I'm Claude, and this is Drop Your Kiwis.
Let's get into it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's here. Oh my gosh. I was like chills when they started with that montage.
I know, yeah. That was so cool. I
gosh.
love that.
It was such a good way to start it, and then to start with Jenna, and then they like went through that whole first season really slowly, and then sped it up really quickly. There's some great, I wrote down in my notes, Rudy saying, "I don't know what MTV is," which was pretty funny in the meta of today. It's just like MTV is like all closed down now too.
Yeah.
So there's that extra element of just Survivor just shitting on their competition.
Gone full circle. Like you got people who are so old they don't know what MTV is, and then you got now people who are so young they don't know what MTV is.
Yeah.
Crack up. So good.
Yeah. I just thought it was an incredible way to do it, and I guess it's kind of what we've been trying to do in our psyche by rewatching all these episodes, is like do what that montage did. And when it started, I was like, and you got to see like all the influential people who weren't on the game, like Richard Hatch and Rupert, and Russell. I was gutted they didn't show Tyson. God damn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Who I think is collectively our favorite character on Survivor.
He's definitely up there.
But yeah, and then it ended with that match cut. That match cut was so good on Jenna's face.
Oh yes, yep.
To like cut back to the thing. And did you notice that all the hair was wet? So they like went through some pretty rough sea to get there.
I didn't actually notice.
Oh yeah. All of them have like really, really wet hair. But I thought that match cut was so good.
Yeah, oh man, it actually chills. That and everyone on the beach talking when they first got there. I love that whole first part of the episode.
Yeah. Oh, and it was... No, you go.
When Cirie was talking, and that whole spiel about how much she like appreciated Survivor and how much it changed her, and then it like cuts to Ozzy and he's just got a tear running down his face, and it's just like, oh man, it was. I think that was like the best way to start us off, you know.
Yeah, the show's done so much to every one of them, and then they can relate to each other on that fact, and they're probably the only people that can relate to each other on the fact, and it's kind of like what Mike White said with the summer camp analogy, or like the reunion analogy. Like they just pick up where they left off because they have to form these relationships so fast and so deep because there's no distractions and other problems that it's you see it when we. I'm skipping ahead a little bit too far here with Ozzy and Coach, like picking up the beef straight away.
Yeah,
or just like, but yeah, that bit on the beach was so good. I loved all the quotes. I loved that they gave Coach the last line, and then Rizzo was like, "I need this too."
Yeah, yeah, so good. Yeah, fuck. There's so much to talk about. I don't know where to like start off.
I know. Do you want to?
I know. I feel like a good way to do it is to go through tribe by tribe. But I think we should start off with all the journey stuff and Exile Island and all that.
Yeah, and how they did it. The challenges. I can't remember where they finished in the challenge, but it was Vatu that won the first challenge, right?
Yeah,
for
Vatu the first challenge. They were pretty dominant. Yeah. I came into this episode thinking Vatu were going to be like the disaster tribe.
I know, and they just got onto it, eh?
I mean, to be fair, they did just lose one of their like biggest competitors, so that could be a factor. But we'll get into that.
Differential, but yeah. Something to note about that first challenge is that it was like kind of an homage to the first challenge from the first season, because it was all about like lighting your torch. I think they went down the beach in that first season and just lit it. obviously they've got a lot more like accoutrements now and things, but I thought that was nice. And then the bonfire at the end, because that's how they ended that shot in the first episode of the first season, with
Yep.
that big pull away of them. So yeah, I thought it was a quite cool way. It was a good way of like showing homage without highlighting it. So I don't think they're going to do what they did in 20 and like tie everything to it. They want this to be like an amalgamation and of all the seasons. Although
I think so. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Should we talk about Coach Ozzy Q heading off
yeah,
to Exile Island and doing
how
that
did you like
challenge?
that? How did you like that Q like stood up for it? He didn't even really. It didn't look like he discussed
Yeah.
it with his tribe. He just, I'm doing this.
Well, I think he kind of got the vibe that no one wanted to do it, and he was just like, "Yeah, fuck it, I might as well."
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
kind of liked that decision.
I liked that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the story
And I,
is definitely Aussie versus Coach. Yeah,
yeah,
now.
exactly. Q was just kind of third wheeling the whole time.
Yeah, just seen as like a
Yeah.
narrator and stuff. Yeah, that was must have been really far away because I know that Survivor like to make almost impossible challenges happen.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That because
But
what it took them 35 minutes or something to
yeah,
from when they started trying to get the key to when Aussie finally got it off the hook.
yeah, I think they even went up to like 45 minutes.
Oh well.
I loved Q's 35 minutes later. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to cancel
Man.
something.
So good to see Q back on our screen.
I know it's been too
Holy,
long.
so
Yeah.
entertaining.
Oh man, there is actually so much to unpack in this episode. But yeah,
Yeah, I know.
what did you think
Well,
of Coach stealing the key?
oh, I thought it was hilarious, especially after him and Ozzy had just had this whole like big makeup like tour, apologizing to each other and both being the bigger person and admitting their faults, and then just like 45 minutes later, none of that mattered because now they're beefing again because Coach took that key from Ozzy after Ozzy, I guess, thought that he deserved it after getting it off the hook. So
Yeah,
funny.
they're kind of both in the right in their own minds, and
Yeah,
that's what makes
exactly.
this show great. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, so great. I can't wait for them to interact like we've seen on the preview for next episode.
I know
Oh,
the
I'm so
preview for next
excited.
episode looks crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, he's gonna
Yeah.
blow this out of proportion. This is gonna be his story of the season. Is that
I
it's
know.
not even over, which is so much. It's so funny because when you started the South Pacific, you're like, why have they put Coach and Aussie together? Like, what's the connection there? And now it's
Yeah.
like the greatest rivalry.
Oh no, so good, eh?
I kind of
Uh,
thought Coach was right. He didn't say anything. He didn't agree to the
yeah,
terms of
exactly.
Aussie put up. So I'm siding with Coach on this one. He played the game dirty.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone knew the game.
Yeah, and I think
Um,
Mike said it best as well. He was like, because when he was talking to, was it Colby? Is Colby the
Colby,
one in the
yeah,
tribe? No.
yeah.
Who's the one in the tribe with Ozzy that went on the journey? Savannah.
Savannah.
Yeah, so when Savannah was telling them um, about how Ozzy felt betrayed and stuff, Mike was like, "Well, I don't care. I'm glad that Coach got that for us."
Yeah,
But yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, I would have done the same thing. I think Coach isn't in the wrong. I think it's definitely going to hurt him because that's a real big, like, I guess, outside perspective, a tarnish on his reputation, kind of. But I mean,
yeah.
we'll see. I guess it's
We'll
definitely
see
not
how
going to
he.
help his relationship with Ozzy. That's for sure.
No, and to a certain extent, all the other returning like people from that era. So
Yeah, I
not
mean, I
that
think for
they're.
the most part, people aren't really going to care. But yeah, I could see
Yeah,
Colby and Stephanie caring.
yeah.
Um, I don't think Sari's going to care. Oh, actually, no, she probably will because she's aligned with Ozzy. But yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. We'll see.
we'll
Yeah.
see how that next week reaction
Yes.
happens. But back to the challenge, something that they noted that Aussie's back was given out. So
Oh
they're
my
really playing
God.
up that
Yeah.
this is old Aussie.
Yeah,
This
and
is
we
Oscar.
get old Colby as well. He
Yeah,
can't hear out of his left ear. His eyesight's not too good.
yeah. Age comes for us all.
I
Um,
know.
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
like how Ozzy is no more and now we have Oscar?
Um,
The
I
wheeling
don't know.
and
I
dealing.
I do
He
kind of
won the
like that.
negotiation.
I like that he's aware of how him playing in the past probably isn't the best way to play in the new era, and I
No,
like
he has
that.
to.
But yeah, you then see later on where he's providing for the camp, and there's someone on his drive. I think is it Devons who was like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's not going to work for you this time around. You have to play differently, even though you're the provider. You're still,
totally expendable.
yeah, totally extendable.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he convinced Q to get a thing, so now he has an extra vote going out of
Yes,
that,
that was a good
and
play by him.
Q doesn't have a vote.
Yep. No
Um,
vote for Q, extra vote for Aussie.
and
That
they,
was a very good move by Aussie, I think. I don't
yeah,
think it's necessarily that bad for Q. I mean, I guess we'll find out when they go to tribal for the first time, but
yeah.
I don't
We'll
think
see
Q's
who
going to
they're
be the
aligned with.
target at the first tribal, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal for him. So I think
Yeah,
it kind of worked out well for the both of
for
them.
both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Should we go through? Is there anything else you want to say about Exile Island or the journey
Just
or
that
the
they called it
challenge?
Exile
Or
Island. That Exile Island may be back, and there might be a
yeah, I think it will
advantage
be. I
on
think.
Exile Island. Yeah.
Yep. Mm,
But yeah, and then they all go back to each other's camps,
yeah. Um.
and yeah, what do we talk
Yeah.
about here?
Should we
Do we
talk?
just
Should we
go?
talk about these tribes and all the different connections we've got going on in them?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there's so much to unpack there. So
There's
much.
so much to unpack, and
Yeah. I
should we
think.
start with who do you
I
want
think
to
we
start
start with
with?
Carlo because that's got the least going on right now, and
That's
then we
true.
make
Yeah.
our way up to the more. I think we finish with Vatu because there's so much I want to talk about with Vatu.
Okay, okay, let's go through them. So,
Yeah.
Carlo, you're basically right with Women's Alliance, albeit
Yes,
they're targeting a woman.
except
Yeah,
Chrissy. Chrissy is on
yeah,
the outs of the other three. Like I think it's looking like Chrissy versus D right now, right? Those
yeah,
that looks like where the targets are.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Chrissy vs D, and then Mike White is like the celebrity of the tribe. That
Yes.
he coaches the mystical guy. Coach and Jonathan make a final two pack together, so we'll see if that has legs.
Yeah, we'll
Uh,
see. I mean, I feel
and
like we just haven't
Charlie's
really
just
seen too much of this tribe yet in general, so we
nah.
can't really say too much. I mean, what we can say, I think Mike White is ripped. Holy.
Yeah.
And I think
Holy, he's
everyone on that
shredded.
beach had the same reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Man,
when at
he's
the
been
challenge,
preparing.
hey, it's great he's been preparing.
I
That's
know.
sweet that he got his health in order. Um
Yeah.
yeah, you could see it in the challenge when he's piling out those coconuts and everyone else he still has his shirt on through that. So obviously it's known that he's kicked it up a gear this season, which is good.
Yep.
He's that these guys might stay out of tribal council just because of Jonathan and now Mike.
Yeah, I think they've got a very strong tribe. Um
Yeah,
yeah, it looks like D, Camilla and Tiffany have a really tight three going on right now.
yeah,
If they can draw in one or two more people, then I think they'll be good. But at the moment, I don't think they're going to. I think it's the other five that are going to target them by the looks of
yeah,
things right now. Like I can
yeah.
see Coach, Jonathan, Mike, Chrissy, Charlie being a five voting block for that first tribal council.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could
What do
see
you
that,
think?
but I could also see like D convincing Mike to play a more like rambunctious and fun game because he
Yeah,
loves
I could see that
drama
too.
and stuff like that. And then I could see them getting to Tiffany and being like, "You have to talk to Charlie. You guys have played together. You guys have to
Bro,
align
that is
with
a good
each other."
point. Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
we
think that's
see,
what it will be. Mike
yeah,
and Charlie in the middle, if that does come to
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Chrissy has just been ostracized by the three others, so she's like on the other side, and then
Yep,
Coach and
exactly.
Jonathan are going to stick together. So I feel
I
like
think so. Yeah.
Mike and Charlie are kind of the swing votes there.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's pretty interesting to know what's going on there.
it
But
is. Yep.
we like you
Yeah.
said, we don't know too much.
No, we don't.
I
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah, I guess they just haven't had a
Yeah,
lot of screen time yet, and they will get
nah,
more
they
screen
haven't.
time, so we'll be able to figure more out. But for now, I think that's
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to be losing. So
yeah,
yeah.
no. What about Sealer then? They've
Well,
had a
there's a
bit
lot to
more
talk about
going
for Seal.
on.
I mean, they went to tribal council, so we already know so much about how they're going to be voting
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
we see Devons, Christian, and Emily form a type 3,
Yeah,
which
pretty
is
straight off the
interesting.
bat before the
Yeah,
immunity challenge. Yeah,
yeah, and they seem like a very powerful 3 as well. Like they had a lot of sway in terms of who went home.
yeah,
And then obviously it looks like Savannah and Joe are going to be tight, and they look like they form a 5, all of them.
yeah.
And then it looks like Suri and Ozzy are tight, and they are kind of on the bottom right now since Jenna's gone.
Yeah, they are kind of on the bottom and weren't
Yeah,
approached by too much people and stuff. But Aussie's has got tricks up his sleeve, so
he does. He has a extra vote and an idol right now, which is insane. Like I don't
yeah,
think Ozzy's ever had this much power before.
he did get given
Yeah,
the idol because Genevieve thought that he's going to get voted out with it.
that's true, and he almost did get voted out. So
Yeah, yeah,
he very much could have been the target. So I think she made a good decision giving it to him.
it was such a era for Jenna to go for Sari. Like,
I know.
she should have
Yeah.
seen, like, as much as Survivor doesn't want it to happen, it's kind of happening with the divide that 40 kind of showed us. There's kind of
Yes.
a little cross pollination. You know, Emily's in with Rick and Christian, and Jonathan's with Coach, but for the most part, you're kind of sticking with the people that you've played the era with because that's the people
Exactly.
that you relate.
Yeah.
Like with this, we could speak more to that in Vatu, and there is a bit more cross pollination in Vatu, but
Yep.
for the most part, you don't want to be targeting the people that you kind of came into it with. Like Cerise said, she was never like targeting Jenna, and respectfully, she hopes that she goes home because of it.
Yeah.
But, so man, Cerise such a smooth talker. Just
I know.
way.
I'm so glad she was not the first boot.
I know. And now that she's survived the first boot, I feel like she's got wiggle room, and it's happened time and time again. She was nearly the first boot on her first season. The story has never changed with her. She'll find a way to like move it to someone else.
Exactly. Yeah.
I could see Emily going in the next episode on this tribe, to be honest.
You reckon? You don't think that 3 is going to stay tight and get rid of either Ozzy or Suri?
I don't know. I feel like Suri could work her magic with Savannah and create a 4 with the 4 of them, and then just pick them off.
I could see that with Joe, Savannah, Suri, Ozzy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like Ozzy's going to protect Suri and say that he's got a place, and Ozzy's going to show a lot of skill set for Joe. So I don't know. I just feel like it's not like a done deal for them at the moment.
Plus, no, yeah, definitely, it's definitely not a done deal.
Yeah,
but I do still feel like they are on the bottom, and if there was a tribal now, it would be one of them. But yeah, we'll see.
I love that Suri clutch my pearls. The way she said it was so good. Clutch my pearls if I had any.
Yeah.
This tribe is great.
Yeah, another thing I want to just mention is Christian using everyone's glasses to make fire. I think that was incredible. That was so great. And I think that was just such like a good like bonding moment for Christian and the rest of the tribe. And holy, Christian is he is a powerful player. He is so good at getting people to like him, and like he's such a likable person. Like how can you not like him? Like I can see him winning this game. Like he is incredible at Survivor. He's smart. He's strategic. He is so likable. I mean, he's proven he can win immunity challenges too from his last season. So,
and
I
he's got a
mean,
secret that
far
he's a
out.
dad
Yeah,
that
exactly.
he
He's
could
got his
pull out at the end and
yeah,
have like a real emotional attachment with the jury.
exactly. His secret weapon for Final Tribal. I can see Christian winning this game.
Yeah. Hey, I'm there
Yeah.
with you. I think someone else who could also win this game is Joe. Not
Yep,
to
I can see
sort of
Joe
spoil
winning.
Vivatu, but we said that Kyle had to go for Camilla and Joe to have a
Yep,
chance at changing their
exactly.
game,
Yeah.
and that's what's happened. Unfortunate circumstances, but you just see Joe how he's like how the cameras staged him. He's like walking. He's like always in the back, like looking at people, things, and they cut to a lot of images of sharks and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I don't, I just have this feeling that Joe is gonna now change his game and play it up, and he
Yeah.
doesn't want to be back.
I don't think people like being on the wrong side of him as well. Like he's the kind of person that you do not want to be on the bad side of. Like his
And he,
eyes are terrifying. If he was looking at me with those eyes, I would not want to be on the receiving end. You know.
no, because he's a dad, and he feels duped. He feels like that he
Yep.
got made a fool of when he really isn't a fool, which
Exactly. Yeah.
is still fresh in their minds. Like Savannah
Yep.
kind of says it. This
Everyone's
they
minds.
say
Yeah.
like she's playing 2 weeks before being removed, so
Yep.
she's just playing the same game again. What did you think of her telling everyone that she won?
I don't know, because I think I guess it just depends on how much trust she has in Rizzo, right? Because are they
Yeah,
going to work together? What are they going to reveal about their season? And how much do people already know? Because I have seen a lot of stuff about how there were rumors that she'd won beforehand. I don't know how those rumors got out, but I
right.
mean, yeah,
Well, then you
I
just
guess it's
have to
very hard
have to
to
tell.
keep the rest of the 49 cast from revealing anything, even though it's such a short turnaround. There's still enough time for people to hear things. So I think from what we know, I think it was probably the right decision to tell people, because that's also
Yeah.
the kind of thing people would expect her to keep to herself as well. So I guess it makes her seem a bit more trustworthy, but I guess we'll see.
And they could probably deduce it because Dee is a winner in another tribe, and Kyle is a winner in another tribe, and none of them have won from their tribe. And then there's
That's
this one
true, yeah.
person, so they could maybe figure it out that way. But also, I feel like, yeah, her and Rizzo did play a game all together. But when they say spill the tea on 49, they really want to know who won. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
that's what that's the information that they're trying to figure out. So her just revealing her whole hand there means that she can hold other cards back, like how much of a
Exactly,
beast
yeah.
she is, and so that she kind of gets that out of the way. And
Yeah.
we didn't see a lot more. Did they press her on? Did Rizzo go to the end too and stuff like that? We didn't see any of those questions.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure they asked her a lot about Rizzo as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Sure.
she made
I'm
it
sure
clear in her confessionals that she didn't reveal how many challenges she won or anything like that, which is smart.
Yeah, it is smart. I mean, that's all you got to do. So I feel like that's the way you do it. I yeah, I guess you just kind of pegged into like a corner, and with the information that travels these days, of course, there's going to be conversations before the show that we don't get to see.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, like you're saying, but yeah. But that's
One
Sealer,
thing
I
I actually
guess.
want to say, one thing I
Yeah,
want to say before we wrap up with Ciela
yeah,
is how you were talking about how you think that there might be a possibility that Joe, Savannah, Siri, and Ozzy work together to get out Emily. The more I
yeah.
think about that, the more I think if anything's going to happen to get Siri and Ozzy off the bottom, I think Siri and Ozzy will be more likely to work with Christian, Devons, and Emily
Oh, and get
because of
Savannah out.
Savannah's journey. Because you could see there was a little bit of distrust in how they didn't believe Savannah. So I think if
Yeah,
anything's
right.
going to shift up there, it's going to be still Christian, Devons, and Emily on the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they are the
Yeah.
three in the power position in that tribe
True.
at the moment. I mean, it's obviously anything could happen, but this is the way I see it right now.
Yeah, maybe I misread Emily's sort of reaction shots when Jenna got voted out, because I thought that she like wasn't in the know of that. But what did she vote for?
I think so. I think
Jenna.
everyone voted for Jenna.
Right.
I think Jenna voted for Suri. Everyone else voted for Jenna. I'm pretty sure. I could be
Right.
wrong, but
Yeah.
I was
But
more
we didn't.
I was more just surprised that the episode kept going after Tribal Council. To
Oh,
be honest,
and kept going for like
it
nearly a
really,
whole
really
entire
kept going.
like they did scenes for every other tribe.
I know. I
Big
was
scenes
watching.
too.
I was watching Savannah play Jenga with Colby, and I'm like, surely this could have been at the start of episode 2. And it makes
Yeah.
sense why this happens, because you see at the end of the episode when Kyle gets medevacs, and like, I was just very confused, very confused.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's why they gave us a special 3-hour opening out of the
Yes.
the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaatu?
Vaatu. Oh, Vaatu. So much to talk about in Vaatu.
I know. There's
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
so good
first of
seeing
all,
all these characters.
Yeah, we get the very first thing is we get this 4. We get the 4 of Colby, Stephanie. Obviously, they're working together, and they also pull in Kyle and Genevieve.
Yeah.
So that was going to be the big 4 of that tribe. And then when Q came back, he looked like he was also going to be a part of that. Like the way he talks to Kyle and telling him he didn't have a vote, which I think worked really well for them, because in that sense it was going to be 4v3. Like if it was Rizzo, Angelina, and Aubrey on the bottom there, then the 5 of them or the 4 without Q, without his vote, they could get rid of any of those 3.
Yeah.
And we get right from the start, we get Colby just being so annoyed from Rizzo, which is so funny because that turned into a whole like father-son relationship thing by like day 3 or whatever. Just hilarious, so funny.
And now I could see Rizzo slipping into that 4th spot.
Yes, exactly. With Kyle gone, I think that makes it so much easier for Rizzo.
Yeah,
because I think
Angelina and
Aubrey. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be long for this game if they go to tribal lots.
Yeah. Sorry.
I also actually don't think that Kyle going was Rizzo's major saving grace. I think it was Colby losing his vote. Because even when Kyle was still there, Colby losing his vote means there's only 6 votes on that tribe. So they can't have 3 people in the minority at that point, because then it's not a minority, it's just half of the votes. So they have to pull in somebody for that 4th vote. And I think it's going to be Rizzo.
Yeah.
Because you see that relationship between Colby and Rizzo. And it seemed like Rizzo was getting along with Genevieve too.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really see too much of him outside of the challenge, but I can see him filling Kyle's position, and I can see Angelina and Aubrey being at the bottom of that tribe. Yeah. Kyle, oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I cannot believe he's gone.
I cannot believe how well he was doing. He was one of the people who I thought he was going to come in, everyone would have just seen him win the game. He was going to be the target. No one was going to want him no one was going to want him to get to the end. And he was like that anchor in that tribe. He had close relationships with every single person.
Yeah.
He was in that type 4. He was close with Q. Q was revealing his secrets to him. Super tight with Genevieve. She revealed his idol to him. Like, he was trusted. He was like, I did not expect that much from Kyle, and that's what made it so much more heartbreaking when he did get medevacs. It's just like,
I know
he had so much potential, and he knew that too. He mentioned in his confessionals that he was playing such a good game.
Yeah,
and
he was for someone who wasn't a win, like for someone who was a winner coming into it with that target on their back, he just hit himself so well.
I know. He just made those connections.
He didn't even make them. Like, Colby came up to him and said, Colby and Stephanie talked, they're like, I like Genevieve and I like Kyle. It's just like, okay. And then when
Yeah.
Colby and Kyle talked, he was just like, I really liked how you played the game. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I won the game, bro. But thank you, I guess.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
Q as
whereas,
well. He was the one, as soon as he got back from Exile Island, Kyle was
yeah.
the one that he confided in.
Yeah. Because they're probably of like similar age and occupation. Like they're both
Yes,
like
yeah,
white collar,
absolutely.
in their 30s, and so they can like just relate to each other like a lot.
Yeah,
And the new era, so I could, yeah. But man, he was so deep in, and he would have made
so deep.
a if they went like he could have gone so far. But what's not to be, I guess.
Oh man, I don't think I have ever been as upset from a medevac as I was from Kyle. That was actually
No,
just heartbreaking.
it was
Like,
so sad, and when you saw it happen in the
so sad.
challenge,
Oh man,
yeah.
I had hope that he was going to be okay, and it was just like a twisted ankle or something that would recover. And like
Mm,
you saw the next morning, he was like, "I'm walking. I'm able to walk now, and I wasn't able to yesterday." But I mean, as
yeah.
soon as the episode kept going after Tribal,
I had
you
the
could be
same
like,
thought. Yeah,
I hope
Carl's
this
going.
isn't where it's going," but it
When you
probably
saw the
is.
boat coming in, yeah, when they did Carlo and Seela's scene first, and then cut to Vatu with a boat coming in and Jeff coming in, I'm like, okay, he's gone. He's
Yeah,
gone. That sucks.
and everyone realizes as well that like if you see Jeff at camp, it's not a good thing.
And then when they're taking that long, it's not a good thing.
Yeah. Oh
But
man,
it's
poor
yeah, it's a really
Kyle.
sad
I'm
poor
gutted
Carl.
for him. Yeah,
I mean, the caveat is he won his season, so
he
he's still a
did.
millionaire. But you
Oh
know, you feel
yes.
bad if he wasn't. But that's not how you want to see anyone go out. But I think it does help with some people in the game. But I mean, it's such a sad way to end the story
Yep.
and
Exactly.
sort of start the story too, because the game hasn't really even begun, and he's
Yeah.
out.
I
He would have given a
genuinely,
lot to the season.
yeah, I genuinely think he was like, if he hadn't been medevaced, I he would have been my winner pick.
Oh
Genuinely,
wow, wow,
like he was just in such a strong position, but like not so strong that it's visible from the outside to other players how strong a position he was in.
right, yeah.
But yeah, man,
He was connected.
so connected. And yeah, and he had Joe and Camilla as well. I don't think Camilla would want to play with him, but I think Joe would.
Yeah,
Even with how Joe talked about how much of how embarrassed he got from getting played
yeah,
by Kyle and Camilla, I still think he likes Kyle enough, and they have a good enough relationship out of the game to play together.
yeah. I mean, that depends on like what you coming into the season as and stuff like that. But I
Exactly.
don't know.
Yeah.
I think Joe is actually a bit more madder than he's put it on, and I don't know if he would have worked with Kyle if the
Yeah.
circumstances weren't had like beneficial for him. Like he
Yeah.
wouldn't
And
go
I
out
guess
of
we
his
won't
way.
know. Yeah.
We're not gonna know. Yeah, we're not gonna know. Well,
I don't
we
think
can
he's
see
going
how
to work
Joe
with Camilla.
continues to play, but
I don't
no,
think there's
I
any
don't.
way he's going to work with Camilla.
Oh no, no way,
Yeah.
no
Um.
way. That's going to be the
Yeah.
opposite ends of the aisle for sure. Yeah, it's a hard loss. It sucks, but it's Survivor. There's always medevacs, and like they pulled him for the right reason. If he was hobbling for the rest of his life, Survivor,
Yeah.
as the show would feel terrible. They'd feel,
Exactly.
not legally liable, but
Yeah.
they would feel liable emotionally.
I do like how Survivor handles injuries and things like this. Like the way Jeff put it is like, obviously his life's not in danger or anything, but if this is going to make it so he walks around with a limp for the rest of his life, then
It's not
like,
happening.
yeah, it's not happening, and I really respect that. Like they could so easily just be like, nah, you can keep playing if you really want to, and then not care about his
Yeah,
life outside of Survivor. But yeah, I saw a
yeah,
video too of Kyle's recovery after the episode, and he couldn't walk for 3 months because of his recovery.
oh
So
wow,
he definitely made the right decision, because if he'd stayed out there for another 20 days and then um had to do the recovery, it would have been so much worse. So much worse.
Exactly,
But
and
yeah.
he would have been a target straight away. They would have tried to just vote him out because they would have felt bad. Like he wouldn't have
Exactly,
made it
yeah.
after an injury like that. You know.
Yeah. Although to be fair, you still have. I didn't think he would have been voted out straight away because you still have after the injury, Genevieve still telling him about it, about her idol. Like, if they were
Yeah.
planning on voting him out straight away, I feel like there just wouldn't be no point. Genevieve would have been trying to be tight with someone else, kind of thing. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's rough.
I,
It's
I
so
I guess
rough.
they don't have to make that choice for them, and they don't have to put the contestants in that position of like you're actually fucking his life up here too now.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Man,
Yeah.
rough to think about.
Yeah, real rough to think about, and like that sucks. But yeah, as soon as that, like you said, like as soon as the thing kept extending, I was like, oh, okay, Carl's gone.
Yeah.
Just watching the edit again and again and again.
Yeah. You know
But
what
yeah,
though? I
what?
think Kyle. I think he'll be back. He's definitely going to be back. Like he is
Definitely
such
now,
a
yeah,
dominant winner, and he was such a dominant player coming into season 50.
yeah. For
And he's
to spend
so
3 days to
likable.
get, he's
Yeah,
so likable. Yeah,
so likable.
the
So
common
yeah.
man. Now he'll be back. I could see a few of these people being back again.
Oh, definitely.
I
I
don't
guess a
think
lot of
like
it will come down to how well they play on 50.
yeah,
But I think someone like the Givens, we have to see Q again. Even if Q is the next one to go, he's such an iconic player that he will be back, no matter
yeah,
what.
that's true.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so refreshing seeing Q on my screen again. Holy.
I'm loving seeing Rizzo again, to be honest. And I know the last episode I picked Rizzo to be my winner pick, and I was feeling pretty bad about that decision for a long portion of it. But you
Yep,
know, with the impact of Kyle going, I think there's a spot for him to
I
live
think
another
so too.
day, get a little bit closer to his reunion with Savannah,
Yep.
and
I
I
think,
see
yeah,
there's a
I think
world
he's
where
in a
he's
good
going to
position now.
survive. Yeah.
I think the person in the best position in this tribe is Genevieve right now. She was
Yeah.
somebody who I thought coming into the season wasn't going to do that well, but she is in a very good spot right now. She's very
Yeah.
trusted by Colby and Stephanie. I think she'd probably be more of a link to Q than Colby or Stephanie, I want to say.
Yeah.
Because she had that connection to Kyle, who had the connection to Q.
Yeah.
Um, and I could see her and Rizzo working together too. So I think she would be in a very powerful spot in that five, if that five were to happen with Angelina and Aubrey on the outs.
Yeah. Well, I think Aubrey's probably in the worst position, but I wanted to
Oh
float this by
man.
you because Genevieve and Aubrey kind of got
Yeah.
into a
Yeah.
beef,
I
and
was gonna bring this up. Yeah.
it reminded me
Weird.
that is Aubrey too similar to Rachel? Does
That's
Genevieve
what I was thinking.
see
Yeah.
Aubrey in Rachel, or Rachel and Aubrey?
I think there's a
Yeah,
couple of parts to it. I think yes. I think maybe Aubrey wants to be like Rachel because obviously Rachel won. So she could see herself in Rachel. She'd want to play a similar game to Rachel, and maybe subconsciously that means being Genevieve's rival.
mm,
But also, and I think this is more of it, is that I think she sees too much of herself in Genevieve. I think she and Genevieve are very similar players, and she realizes that. And instead of playing up to that and wanting to work with her, she's like, I cannot work with somebody who is like me because I know how strategic and how much I want to win this game, you know? So
yeah,
yeah, I don't think it was smart of her to basically say that to Genevieve's face.
I know.
That was a
Just call her
very,
out like
very
that.
weird conversation. Very, very weird. And I
Because
don't think
even
that's going to go well for Aubrey.
Rachel didn't do that on day one. She did that on day 24, like, 2022 or something like that, when there
Yeah,
was
and it
only
was
eight
never
people in the game.
that. Yeah, it was never like that direct too. Like she
Yeah,
was never like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work with you, you know? Like Aubrey basically said to Genevieve, she's like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to trust you, which
yeah,
is
which just
crazy.
immediately puts her on the back foot or isolates her.
Huge,
Which,
like, yeah,
yeah, and then if
really
you're not with
weird.
me, you're against me. So
I think Aubrey will be the first boot on this tribe if nothing else changes. I
yeah,
think she would have been the first boot even if Kyle had stayed, and with Kyle gone, I think she's still going to be the first boot from Vasu.
yeah,
But yeah, far out. Insane, crazy tribe dynamics in Vatu. And then you just have
yeah,
Angelina, who we haven't seen interact with anyone really yet, which
yeah.
makes me think she's not as much on the bottom as Aubrey is, but still definitely not in that power position that the rest of them are.
Yeah, kind of playing a game similar to Laura in Blood vs. Water,
Ah,
Cerie's
yeah,
mum, who was
yeah,
like the sixth in the five, basically.
yeah. I mean, I don't even
Um,
think Angelina's in the five. I think she's just kind of
Out
there
there, yeah,
on the
she's
tribe.
just
On the
yeah,
tribe, not in any alliances, which is not really. I mean, it could be where you want to be. People could want to bring you in to be a number, but right now they don't need a number. If there's five of them and
yeah.
Aubrey and Angelina on the bottom, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
What do you think about how the fans voted in the hands of the fans? So we voted for no, you've got to earn your supplies and you've got to earn your rice, which don't
Um,
actually know how they earned their rice because we didn't really see that play out. Was that the first
I
episode where
don't
they
think
got
they
their
have
rice?
rice right now, right?
Yeah,
They're just kind
but
of
they're gonna,
eating papayas and coconuts and
yeah,
seafood.
but they
But
got
yeah,
to
I mean,
earn it.
honestly, I don't really care too much about that. Whether they had it or
Yeah,
not, I think that's not really that big of a deal.
nah. The main one was,
Obviously, it is for them, but as a viewer,
no, it doesn't
I
change too
we couldn't
much.
couldn't really care less.
Yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah,
I had
I mean,
forgotten about the
idols and
idols or no
advantages is the main
idols
thing.
vote. Yeah. I forgot about that because that's what all the contestants were saying. Are there idols or no idols? And that's
Yeah,
what we thought when we were going to go into the vote. And then it was like, do you want minimal idols or do you want
mm,
strategic idols or dynamic idols? And it's just like, I want
such
no
a dumb
idols.
vote.
I want no idols.
Nah,
That's not an option.
I want idols, but
One.
not yeah, like not
Did you vote
boomerang
minimal then?
idols and not all this losing, all the vote losing. Like
Yeah.
sure, give people an idol where they can, but like taking away people's votes is just like that's just taking away from the dynamics, you know? When you don't have people with votes, then their position that episode in the tribe doesn't really matter, you know? And
Yeah.
it's just less people to vote and less conversations, less dynamics, less alliances, less relationships being shown that episode.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the extra votes or blocker votes or whatever else we have, but I like them more than the random losing votes that the players don't really have a say in. I think it's so
Yeah.
dumb. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like doing it's like a double-edged sword, right? Or you're like two steps ahead because someone's getting something and then someone's losing something. So
yeah,
you're like taking a step back and someone's taking a step forward, and now the gap is wider and it's more luck
yeah,
based.
yeah. I don't actually mind the boomerang idol thing. I think
No, I
it's
think it's a good one. Good on Billie Eilish for
yeah,
thinking up that.
yeah. I don't mind that as much as the other stuff. It'll be interesting to see how it works, but yeah,
Mm,
I like advantages like that aren't too powerful. Like obviously the
yeah,
boomerang idol is worse than an actual idol.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm not mad about that. Extra
Something
votes and
new.
blocker votes are just yeah. I don't mind the extra vote. Blocker votes just kind of I feel like that's never going to be useful, and it's just an extra
No,
thing for us to remember and think about when it's
and
not
it's
going to matter.
public. Yeah.
Well, the blocker vote's not public. Only Savannah
Oh.
knows about that.
Oh, right, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You go up to tribal and then they say your vote's been blocked.
Yes, exactly. I mean, if it is used soon, then obviously they'll know it was her that used it, 'cause she's the only one who's had the opportunity to use it, to get it, apart from maybe Aussie. But has Aussie told them he has an extra vote?
He told Sari to get her trust. Yeah.
Oh, yes, and he told her that he wasn't going to tell anyone else. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of advantages. I don't know how dynamic these are, but 36% I saw on the parchment. They didn't actually write it out, but they wrote 36% people voted dynamic. So it was pretty divided.
Yeah, far out. Because were there 3 options?
Yeah. Minimal, strategic, dynamic.
That's nuts.
I think I voted for minimal, but I can't remember.
I definitely voted for minimal on that. I remember. Because I like idols, but I don't like the
you also like
absolute surge in advantages that there has been since the 30s, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Wonder if they'll bring back the Coinbase on the next episode. You can get some. Do you remember their FI tokens?
FI
currency?
Tokens. Yeah, they're not bringing that back.
What
that was
about
the most
crypto?
Boring thing.
What if they brought their
Survivor coin?
Yeah, Survivor coin. You can invest, but it will only take 15 days. No, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about before we move into like predictions and stuff?
No, the challenges was good. It was. I liked that there was like one thing for everyone to do, and it's real unfortunate that Kyle got tripped up on that one, because it didn't look like a insane. I mean, they've done so many climbing up walls before.
Yeah, I saw something online about how that, because that's like a very popular like thing on like American Ninja Warrior and stuff like that. Apparently, that's like an Achilles killer, that wall. So many people tear their Achilles doing that challenge on different like shows and things like that.
Right.
So, yeah, because it's just the way he landed, right?
Yeah, because you're already so extended and you're basically landing on the balls of your feet. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but but the challenges. I mean, it just came down to the puzzle at the end of the day, which is, I just want them to do something else that's not like do all this extra activity and then just do this little puzzle. I want it to be, I don't know, that. I don't know. It was the first episode, so I'm glad that they did it. But hopefully, there's a bit more dynamicness in the challenge building and stuff like that.
I mean, watching like Australian Survivor this week as well is like, you can compare the challenges of the two, and it's just like the US Survivor challenges are just so boring. Like I feel myself wanting to tune out during the challenge parts of the show, whereas in the Australian version, it's like they're a lot more exciting. There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more like cross-tribe interaction, which is it's great. I love cross-tribe interaction.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's like secretive in the open.
But yeah,
no, not too much more that I want to say about all this, really. I just wanted to figure out what Christian's 1-10-11 shirt was, but I haven't figured that one out yet.
I don't know what that was either.
And Stephanie beat the curse. She didn't go to tribal.
Yes, that's true.
So she's been the curse.
Beat the curse. Yeah.
Not that there ever was one, right?
I mean, she beat the curse before, and
she has, yeah.
In Guatemala, she was not. Her tribe was not the only tribe going to tribal. So, yeah.
Yeah. Just hats off to the first episode. It was a really good, well edited version of Survivor.
Oh yes,
That montage at the start was peak Survivor for sure.
they hyped it up as much as they should have. They did a really good job of that.
Yeah. It was a great first episode.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Should we say who we think is the next to go on each of the tribes?
Okay. Just in order of what we talked them in. Carlo.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think it's going to be Chrissy.
I think it's going to be D.
Ooh. Okay.
I think D, Camilla, and Tiffany are going to vote together, and the rest are going to vote. They're going to vote for Chrissy, and the rest of the 5 are going to vote for D.
Okay. So you think Charlie and Mike are going to side with Jonathan and Coach and Chrissy?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Seela, I think it's going to be... I don't know. I did think it was going to be Emily, but you have convinced me that it might be Savannah.
I still think it's going to be Aussie. I think Aussie and Suri are going to be on the bottom still. Just the fact that there was so much discussion about them this episode before Tribal. I don't think they're going to be able to get out of that. And I think Aussie's going to be voted out rather than Suri because, I think people are just going to be more scared of Aussie, and Suri's going to be better at getting people to want to keep her.
Yeah,
so I think Aussie might go with some advantages in his pocket once again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Add to his collection.
Yeah, well, I'll add. I'll put Savannah up. I think I put trust in Cerie's wherewithal to kind of see the 3 in Christian and Devons and maybe play with them. That's bringing over a winner. It's not the best move. Yeah. So,
well, should we write down everything that we're saying right now so we can compare it to next week?
I'll throw it in here. Yeah.
So next boots, mine was D for colour.
And mine was...
And yours was what, Chrissy?
Yes, mine was Chrissy. Okay, and then for Seela.
Seela, my pick was Aussie.
Aussie.
Or Oscar.
Oh, yes, it is Oscar now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I chose Savannah.
Cool.
And then for Vatu.
My pick is Aubrey.
I think my pick is also Aubrey. I think that one's pretty cut and dry.
Yep.
And then what do we have? We've got who we think our winner pick is overall, or with the whole.
I reckon.
Or just that winner pick.
Yeah, winner pick overall. I reckon we say who do we think is in the power position in each tribe.
Yeah,
who is playing the best game in each of the 3 tribes.
Okay.
Do you want to start us off for Carlo?
Yep. For Carlo, I feel like the power position at the moment is Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. I think everyone just wants to work with him.
Yeah. He's got a really good way of saying things. Like, he talks to Charlie in this episode about, I don't really like to do the work. Can you do the work for me?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And I was just like, man, you are a smooth talker.
I know. And also the fact that everyone just wants to be on White Lotus too, which definitely helps him out.
Yeah.
So, Mike definitely for that tribe.
Yeah. For Seela?
Seela.
I think Christian's in a really good position.
I was also going to say Christian. Definitely Christian, I reckon. He's so likable.
just the way he talked to Jenna when they were doing that challenge or the lighting of the fire, and he's just like, I'm leaning on you, Jenna," and she's like, just the way he's like good, and the way he talks to
Yeah,
people is just like so
yeah.
kind and
He's so likable. Yeah,
assured. Yeah,
yeah. And I mean, that's the reason he got voted out last time, right? It was because he was too likable.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So how can he play that down in this
yeah,
the rest of it? I'm not too sure.
yeah.
For Vatu,
My
you
pick
think
for Vatu
Yeah,
was Genevieve. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I nearly spoiled it away.
No, you're good.
Genevieve.
Genevieve. Yeah. Is she your pick as well, or?
I don't know. I feel like Colby might be in control in
Colby,
this tribe.
interesting. I can see that
Well,
too. He is in a good position.
he's just the way that I clocked the way that he talked with Stephanie. It was just like how he said how are you? How he said it twice in two different ways. One was like actually saying how are you, and then saying we're together. I hope you know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
To be
I feel like
to be fair, I do think people are going to clock them as well, though, because
I
they
think they
know they're
do.
going to be
Yeah,
working together. They were on the bottom together in Heroes vs Villains.
but they haven't
Like,
been like secretive about it, like Sari and Ozzy are saying
that's
that they've
true. Yeah,
voted for each other. They're telling two other people that they're in it.
yeah. That's a good point. Like the fact they weren't just in a two. Like they're like, we're together, but we're going to be in a four with Kyle
Yeah,
and Genevieve. And obviously Kyle's not in that anymore, but I think
but Kyle
Genevieve's
already
tight with them.
recruited, yeah, and Kyle recruited Q, so he
Yeah,
kind of knew of the thing, and then Colby's going
yeah,
to bring in Rizzo. So I feel like it might be a problem going forward, but in this early stage, and obviously the next two votes or the next vote at least, I don't think it's going to be a problem. But
yeah.
I could see Rizzo taking control if he just plays his cards right.
Yeah, I could see. I don't know. I don't think Rizzo has the pull to do that. I think he's in an alright position right now, but I don't think
Well,
he's
he's my
taking
winner
control.
pick, so I have to love him. You know, whatever he does, I have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
How's
to
your
stick
winner
with
pick
Savannah
looking?
as well, aren't I?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I said I'm sticking with her until she goes.
yeah. We're sticking with them until they go. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we've
do
both got.
see Christian doing well, but I have to stick with Savannah for my winner pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't deviate from that.
I see Christian doing really well. I could see Camilla doing really well. I could see Joe going really far. I could see Genevieve maybe getting there. Yeah, but I've got to stick with my Rizzo too.
Yep. All right.
Until proven otherwise,
Yeah.
we'll be San Francisco 49ers fans.
One thing I want to say about this episode, I'm so happy with how much Q we're getting on the screen and also how well of his position he's in. I was convinced people would want to target him because he's such a chaotic player, but he seems to be doing so well.
Yeah, we haven't
And I
seen the
love that.
Q Aubrey interaction yet.
No, apparently it happened, but it was cut. I was reading about it. Apparently they were like
Ah,
joking about it, and Aubrey was like laughing about it to him. So I
right.
don't think there's actually any beef there. I think Aubrey's beef is reserved for Genevieve for some reason rather than Q, which is quite
Yeah,
funny. So
yeah.
yeah,
I just yeah. When they were saying that and staring at each other, I was just sort of that seems like Rachel.
that was a
Like, why?
weird scene.
Super weird. It's super weird
I
scene. Super
know.
slow scene. Yeah, but no.
But yeah,
Overall, great first episode. Real
loved
fun
it.
first
So
episode.
good. Long first episode, but good first episode.
Yeah,
I had to
definitely.
watch it in two parts. I watched
Where
it
did
up
you cut it
until
off?
I cut it off when Jeff was telling me to apply. I'm like, this is a good time to stop. Don't have to listen to this whole thing.
Can't apply. So
Exactly. I mean, that was like pretty much exactly the halfway point too. So
true.
yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. So yeah, watched it last night. Watched up to there, made dinner, watched the rest with dinner. Actually, no, that's not even true. I watched Traders with dinner, and then I watched the rest after the Traders.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great finale for Traders too.
That's true. It was an interesting finale of a Beast Games. Someone watched $5 million. That
damn, that's a lot of money.
They gave third place $1 million too.
Oh wow! Fuck.
To like self-eliminate themselves. Yeah,
damn.
That game's so wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I could tell you more about the Survivor crossover episode when Mr. Beats enters this game.
Oh man, that's something I was going to mention. I was going to mention the fact we haven't seen Mr. Beast yet is so annoying, because I was hoping it was just going to be he was going to come in at the start, announce that there was like an extra prize pot or whatever, and then leave. But the fact that we still know he's coming.
I think he's coming in. He's going to influence the game. We also haven't seen Jeff in the challenge doing it.
Yeah, true. Forgot about that.
We haven't seen Jimmy Fallon being talked about.
Yeah,
so these are all things we've got to look forward to.
That's something that I was caught off guard with, was the Boomerang Idol. I was convinced Genevieve was going to give it to Rick Devens, because we saw him in the promo talking about the Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol. Right? So we know that Rick Devens finds out about the Boomerang Idol somehow.
Does he actually say the words that?
Yeah, he says the words, the Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol.
Okay, right. Well, jeez.
And Ozzy can't tell him, because Ozzy doesn't know that it's a Boomerang Idol. All he knows is that it's just a regular idol that he can only play for himself.
Maybe he's talking in context about not his idol, but Genevieve's idol.
Yeah, maybe, but he still has to find out about it, right?
I know.
And he's on a different tribe to her. Unless there's more than one Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol, but I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to...
Surely there's
I think if they're going to have like advantages like that, they're going to have unique ones, you know? If I was Billie Eilish, I wouldn't want there to be more than one Billie Eilish idol. I'd want there to be one only.
Exactly, I know. Yeah, gosh, we can read too much into the edit sometimes. Talking about reading into the edit.
This isn't really reading into the edit. This is just like catching something from the promo that we saw that we know happens. We know he talks about the idol.
That's true.
So it's just waiting for it to happen, speculating how it's going to happen, how he's going to find out. But I guess we'll find out next week. Pumped for next episode.
Yeah, I'm so excited for next episode. It's going to be cool. So they're down to 22 players now. 22 players, 3 days in.
Yep.
Oh man, what a crazy episode. Well,
I think Colby and Coach both joined the 100-day club this episode. They've both played for 100 days total now.
Damn, Coach and who?
Yeah.
Aussie.
Colby, I think.
Oh, okay. Wow, 100 days. That's so crazy.
I know. I think Aussie's is Aussie already in it? Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. He made it to the end twice.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure. Don't know about Suri. Probably Suri.
Probably Suri. She's played a lot.
Yeah, she made it very far on Panama and Micronesia. Yeah. She didn't make it far in Heroes vs. Villains. She made it pretty far in Game Changers. I'm sure she is part of it. 100 days.
Yeah, that's cool though. Congratulations, the Dragon Slayer.
I know. Yeah. All right. Cool. Great episode. Excited for next week.
Yeah, same. I'm so excited. Okay. Well, I'll see you then and then.
Yep. Awesome.
Sweet. Thanks, Claude.
Thanks, Ethan.